All right. So this is your Unit 2 Part B review for your advanced math. First one says Tony has a loan of $55,680. This loan has a simple interest rate of 8% per year. What's the amount of interest that Tony will be charged on this loan at the end of 2 years? So your formula, as we always do, write it down. I is equal to P times R times T. Your P is 55,680. Your R is 8%, so 0.08. And your T is 2 years. So you do 55,680 times 0.08 times 2, and you get 8,908.8. All right, James is taking out a loan in the amount of $10,000. His choices for the loan are 6-year loan at 7% simple interest and an 8-year loan at 4% simple interest. What's the difference in the amount of interest James would have to pay for each of these two loans? So they're both simple interest. So you have I is equal to P times R times T for one, and I is equal to P times R times T for the second one. So 10,000. And the first one is 7%, so 0.07 times 6. You multiply that, and you get 4,200. This one is against 10,000. But the rate this time is 0.04, but it's for 8 years, which will be 4,200 and 3,200. So then it asks for the difference. So you do 4,200 minus 3,200, and you get 1,000. All right, Jolie wants to buy a new phone. There are several stores that sell the phone she wants, and each store offers a different discount. The information on each store's discount offers for the phone Jolie wants to buy is summarized in the table. At what store would Jolie's total cost be the least after the discount? So Walmart's 15% off. So you do 500 times 0.15, and you get 75. When you find your new price, you subtract that, and it'll be $4.25. Target is $10 off. You do 550 minus 10, which will be 540. AT&T is 600 with 30% off. So you do 600 times 0.30 or 0.3, and you get 180, and you subtract that, and you get 420. Verizon is just $16 off. So you do 550 minus 16, which equals 534. Oops, dyslexic. Sorry, guys. And then Cricket is 500, no discount. So the cheapest one will actually be AT&T. All right, Jocelyn invested $24,000 in an account that pays 5% annual simple interest. Jocelyn will not make any additional deposits or withdrawals. How much interest will Jocelyn earn on her investment at the end of 6 years? So it's simple interest. So you do I is equal to P times R times T. So this is 24,000 times 0.05 times 6. And since it's just asking for the interest, you just multiply all three together. And when you do that, you get 7,200. I believe. Let me check. Yes, you do. Okay. Braden deposited $5,600 in the new account at his bank. The bank pays 7.5% interest compounded annually in this account. How much will be in the account at the end of 2 years? So you can use a formula. A is equal to P parentheses 1 plus R parentheses raised to the T power. So his P is 5,600 parentheses 1 plus 0.075 raised to the 2. And when you multiply that, you get $6,471.50. All right, what value of x makes the equation true? So I'm going to draw my line. I have 10.68x plus 61.6 minus 7.23x is equal to 3.3x plus 60. Okay, that's a lot longer than we're used to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these two x's and I'm going to combine them. So 10.68x minus 7.23x would come out to 3.45x plus 61.6 is equal to 3.3x plus 60. So now I'm going to solve it like normal. Subtract 3.3x from both sides. Now I have 0.15x plus 61.6 is equal to 60. I'm going to subtract 61.6 from both sides. I get 0.15x is equal to a negative 1.6. And I divide 0.15 to both sides. And you get x is equal to negative 10.66 repeating. All right, solve the inequality. So I'm going to draw my line. I'm going to subtract 10x from both sides. I get a negative 5x plus 24 is greater than or equal to negative 16. Subtract 24 from both sides. You get negative 5x is greater than or equal to negative 40. And then I'm going to divide both sides by negative 5. So you get x is now less than or equal to a positive 8. Because negative 5 divided by negative 40 is a positive 8. And then I switch my signs since I divide both sides by negative 5. Okay. An employee puts $7,000 in a retirement account that offers a 7% interest compounded annually. What will be the amount of interest the employee will have earned at the end of 7 years? So your formula is A is equal to P parentheses 1 plus R parentheses raised to the T power. Your P is 7,000. 1 plus 0.07 raised to the 7 power. When you multiply it, you get 11,240.47. That's how much you'll have in the account at the end of 7 years. That's not what it's asking for. It's asking how much interest will he have earned. So then I'm going to subtract what he started with, which is 7,000, and then you would get 4,240. That will be your final answer. That's how much money he gained in those 7 years. An investor puts $6,700 into a life insurance policy that pays 9.5% simple interest. Okay, how much interest will the investor expect at the end of 12 years? So you do I is equal to P times R times T. P is 6,700 times 0.095 times 12. You multiply that all together and you get 7,638. And that's actually how much interest he would get. Let me make sure that's correct though. Yes, 7,638. That's actually how much interest he would get in 12 years. That's what happens if you invest for a long time. You get a lot more money back. All right, guys, that's your review. Thank you, guys.